Hey y'all, picture this. It's 1847, Willow Creek, Texas, and I'm standing on the courthouse steps, 16 years old, my heart pounding like a war drum, watching my four sisters get auctioned off like livestock to settle my pa's gambling debts. The sun's beating down, the crowd's hollering bids, and I'm last in line, my stomach twisting as I try to hold my chin high. My name's Ellie Harper, and this is the day my life could have ended, or maybe, just maybe, it's the day it really began. It started like any other morning in Willow Creek, dust swirling down Main Street, folks going about their business. But by noon, the whole town's gathered, whispering about my pa, Jed Harper, who'd lost everything at the poker table, our farm, our home, and now us. My oldest sister, Clara, 22, gets sold for $50 to a cattle baron with cold eyes. Then sweet Jenny, 19, goes to a shopkeeper who looks at her like she's just another crate of goods. My twin sisters, Lila and Rose, 18, are bought by a sleazy saloon owner from Dustville, his grin making my skin crawl. And then it's just me, standing there, my patched dress sticking to my skin, my green eyes burning with fury, knowing I can't run again, not after the desert nearly killed me 2 years back. The auctioneer, a wiry guy named Silas Reed, bangs his gavel, shouting, "Ellie Harper, 16, strong as an ox, can cook, clean, and tend a garden like nobody's business, though. I hear $20. The crowd shifts, men yelling numbers like I'm a horse at market. $25, calls Tom Vance, a hot-headed rancher known for throwing punches faster than words. $30, comes another voice, slimy and smug Milo Crane, a land baron who owns half the town and treats folks like dirt. My heart's sinking, my mind racing back to better days, ma reading to us by candlelight before fever took her, before pa drowned himself in whiskey and cards. I'm trying to block it all out, staring at the prairie horizon, when I see him. He's standing by a hitching post, tall, broad-shouldered, maybe 40, with graying hair and eyes that carry a lifetime of pain. John Callahan. The town knows him as the widower who lost his wife and infant daughter to cholera last winter. He's quiet, always keeps to himself, but there's something steady about him, like an oak in a storm. The bids climb $40, $45, and Milo's smirking, thinking he's got me in his pocket. Then John steps forward, his boots silent on the dirt, and his voice cuts through the noise like a blade. $100. The crowd goes dead quiet. Silas stammers, "You say $100, mister." Callahan. John nods, his eyes locked on mine, steady, unshaken. "But not for what you think. I'm offering $100 for Ellie Harper as my wife, not my property, my partner." The town gasps, murmurs rippling like wildfire. This ain't how auctions go. Milo's face twists, spitting, "You can't just..." But John cuts him off, calm as a summer night. "She gets a choice, Crane. Something you wouldn't understand." He climbs the steps, looks at me, and says, "Ellie, I'm no saint. I've got my scars, my losses. But I've seen you helping old widow Tate with her chores, carrying your sister's burdens with your head high. I'm offering you a life, not a cage. Will you take it?" My throat's tight, my mind screaming, I don't even know him, but those eyes, they're honest, raw, like he's handing me a lifeline. I glance at the crowd, folks who've known me forever but stood by while my family was torn apart. Then I look back at John. "You swear you'll treat me as equal?" I ask, voice barely a whisper. "On my honor," he says, hand over his heart. I take a breath, dust and hope mixing in my lungs. "Then yes, John Callahan, I'll be your wife." Right there, on those steps, Reverend Hayes marries us, the crowd half stunned, half scandalized. John takes my hand, not like a master, but like a friend, and we ride off to his ranch, 3 miles out, on his black mare. His place is simple, clean, sturdy, with a porch and a garden that speaks of care. He shows me a small room, says it's mine, no strings attached. That night, we sit on the porch, the sky blazing orange, and he tells me about his wife, Mary, her laugh like bells, gone too soon. I feel her ghost in the house, not heavy, but warm, like she'd approve of me being here. Weeks pass, and I throw myself into the ranch cooking, tending the garden, coaxing milk from a stubborn cow. John's kind, patient, and we talk, really talk, about our pasts, our hurts. I start to smile again, humming while I work, feeling alive. But then a letter comes from Clara, smuggled through a preacher. Jenny's being beaten by that shopkeeper, and the twins are trapped in a saloon, forced into work no woman should endure. My heart breaks, and I'm crying on the porch when John finds me. "We're getting them back," he says, no hesitation, like my sisters are his own. They're family now. We ride out, first to save Jenny. In Pineville, we find her sweeping outside the store, bruised and broken. John faces the shopkeeper, a weasel named Holt, and says, "Name your price for her freedom, or explain those bruises to the sheriff." Holt sneers, "She's mine, legal and square." John leans in, voice low, deadly. "Legal don't mean right. $30, or I make this public." Holt folds, and Jenny's free, sobbing in my arms. The twins are harder. In Dustville, the saloon's a den of snakes, run by a thug named Cal Dutton. We wait till he's at the bank. Then Jenny fakes a faint out front, drawing the crowd. John and I slip in, find Lila and Rose locked upstairs, pale and scared. We're out the back door when Dutton's voice roars back early. We gallop hard, his men on our tail, till a cavalry patrol stops them cold, demanding papers Dutton can't produce. We're safe, but shaken, the girls clinging to each other, to me. Back at the ranch, the house fills with life, laughter, healing, love. Jenny cooks, the twins sew and sing, and Clara visits, now married to a decent man. John and I grow closer, our talks on the porch turning to something deeper. One snowy night, I tell him, "John, this started as a deal, but I love you, really love you." He takes my hand, smiles, says, "Ellie, I've loved you since those steps, brave as hell in a world trying to break you." We kiss, and he gives me his ma's emerald ring, not to replace Mary, but to claim my own place in his heart. By spring, I'm pregnant, and we name our son William, after hope, not loss. The ranch thrives, my sisters find their own paths. Jenny weds a kind doctor, Lila breeds horses, Rose opens a dress shop. Willow Creek changes too, ashamed of that auction, passing laws to stop it ever happening again. But here's the thing. Some folks still whisper John bought me, that I'm less because of it. I say they're wrong. Love isn't ownership, it's choice, and we chose each other. What do y'all think? Was John a savior, or did he just trade one cage for another? Drop your thoughts below, share this story, and let's talk about what makes a family, blood, or the fight to stand together.